Hey guys, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Maple Talk with Sia. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I told you, this channel is where you learn a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of things to learn on my channel. So guys, the last video I uploaded, I talked about migrating to Canada as a visit visa, and I focused more on the statement of purpose, which we all know as SOP. And like I said, that the statement of purpose is like the engine of your application. Every step in your application is very important. But why I made mention or lay emphasis on the statement of purpose as being the main engine is because there's a whole lot connected to the statement of purpose. The statement of purpose is where you introduce yourself, where the visa or the immigration officer gets to know you, gets to know your intention, and that's where you declare your assets, your money, you state everything you're coming to do, everything you have put together, you understand? You state it in the statement of purpose. And why I'll still repeat it, like it's a very important part in your visa application process, because everything you may mention in your statement of purpose has to be backed up with the right documents, not something that will contradict what you're saying. And that's why I say it's the engine of your application. Now, the last video I made mention of the fact that in your statement of purpose you'll be declaring the amount of money or how much you'll be traveling with, how much you've set aside for the trip. Now, and this is where we will dive into what we know as the proof of fund, the statement of accounts, and the proof of fund, what people know as POF. Many people get this POF thing wrong, and that's why majority of the people who have applied and they tell you they've been rejected, the POF, the statement of accounts, is the reason why many of them were rejected. Now, some people will say, I put in the right money, the right amount that is expected. I even put in more than what was expected. Now, it's not about you having all the money to put in to show the immigration officer that you have. It is how well your account was built. They might ask you to put 20 million, and you decide to load your account with 100 million. You might still get rejected. Yes. So it's not about you having that money in the account. You have to show a lot of things. That proof of fund, statement of account is a lot of learning. You don't just come and present an account and say, okay, my account is ready to be presented. No. Now, the proof of fund means that to show a proof that you have the money that you have declared to use during this trip. You're showing the immigration officer that you have this money you mentioned in your statement of purpose, that yes, you're giving them a proof that you have this money. So you print out your account statement and they'll see the balance. Now, you can put the amount of money you want to put, but if there are no traces of how you must have acquired this money, then it means nothing. You can put 50 million naira, and maybe your cash inflow and outflow has not really been good. It can affect your process, yes. So when you want to apply for Canadian visa, whether visit or student, what I would advise anyone is, before you even start the process, you're expected to have your international passport. The second thing, after your passport, that you should have is for you to start building your account. Now, start making your account active. You understand? Make your account an active account, so that when you show them you have 50 million or 100 million, by the time they trace your account, the history of your account, they can see that yes, your cash inflow and outflow has been good. But it's not when you're having 1,000 naira in your account once a month, then maybe the money you send out to is like 2,000 naira, then the one that comes is like 3,000. Then all of a sudden you just put in 50 million naira. So like your account is not active. So of course the visa officer will question and look at it that how did this person now get this money? You understand? So what I would advise anyone after you having your international passport and you're like, okay, yes, I have the means to apply for a visa, what I would advise anyone to do is to start building your account. Make your account active. You know, you can start the account you want to present for your visa application. Make it active. Start doing transaction back to back, you know, sending money in, out, sending money in, out. You understand? Let your cash inflow and outflow be very good. Let it be active. You understand? So it's not about you having the amount of money that is expected. It's about how your account has been, the history of your account. So you have to make your account active. So that's what most people don't understand, that you present an inactive account and you put in money there. Some people will even go as far as using a new account they just opened and they will use it and put money there and present it as the account they want to use for their visa process. You don't expect that visa officer to approve your visa. Use an existing account and make sure you're using an account that has been very active. And if your account has not really been active, start working on it. Don't apply for the visa immediately. You can first work on your account, make it active. Make your account active. Let there be good cash inflow, outflow, cash inflow, outflow. You know, you can even tell someone to use your account to do transactions and you send the money back. Just make sure your account is active. Then when it's time, you know, you can put in the money, you can take some out, put it back. You understand? Just make sure your account is active before you print out that statement of account that you want to submit alongside other documents. And there's something about this proof of fund thing again that some people don't understand. Now some people will tell you, I've come across, I've met with someone who applied for Canadian visa. She got the visa, and she's into business, and she was like, the money she's expected to have as a proof of fund is something she has that she uses in running her business. So she was like, I don't want to touch my business money because I still have to be doing business. I cannot put my business on a hold because I'm putting money for proof of fund. So I'll go and get a loan somewhere and put it as the proof of fund. You understand? So she went somewhere to get a loan while she was running her business. She was running her business with her money, and she went somewhere else to get a loan for the proof of fund. So she was paying the person, I think 1.2 million every month for, you know, to loan the money for proof of fund. Unknowing to her, she doesn't know that she has this money, the amount that is expected of her to have as a student, to have, you know, students also have an amount they should have. The money that is expected for someone applying for a visit is different from the amount of money that is expected for someone who is coming in as a student. So the money that is expected of her, she has it, but you know, she's into business. That's what she uses in running her business. Now the mistake she made was going to loan money again as proof of fund. And the thing is, the account she presented is her business account, the account that she uses in running her business. The only thing she was expected to do, if I were her, I wouldn't go and borrow money from the bank or anyone as proof of fund. That same account I'm running and I'm using for business, right? Is that same account I will present because she actually presented that account. The mistake she made was that she would have just continued running her business, you know, doing her buying and selling, her purchasing, and you understand, and she will still present the same account. Now the immigration officer is not saying you should keep money stagnant in your account, and you think the immigration officer is expecting you never to touch that money. He knows you are using the money. The only thing is the cash inflow, and let them see that you always have that same amount of money in your account, but they don't expect it to be stagnant. So the mistake she made was she went as far as taking a loan, and she was servicing the loan. It was when she now opened up to me, like she said, she has been paying for proof of fund, and she was already getting tired of paying because she was still waiting for her visa to be. Eventually she got the visa, but she was still waiting for her visa to be out, and she's tired of paying the 1.2 million naira. So I was like, 1.2 million. I had to tell her, I said, can you return the money to the person you borrowed the money from? She said, no, that's what she said. I said, no, return the money. You said you have this money, but that is what you're using for your business. Continue running your business, continue your transaction. They are saying, the thing is, the major thing is that your history, you've had that 30 million naira as a balance in your account, but the immigration officer does not expect you to keep that money on hold and not touch the money. Of course, we use money now. You're a business person and you declared you're a business person, so he's not expecting you not to touch the money. The thing is, he just wants to see the activity in your account and still see that you can still have that same amount in your account. You understand? So that was when she now had to return the money, because already, I think she said that month she already paid half of the money she uses in servicing the loan. So she was to balance the person 600 because she was hoping the visa could come out in a week or 2 weeks. So I told her, I said, return this person's money and don't pay that balance of 600. Hold, don't pay. Continue using your account. And that was when she returned the money. And she was so fortunate. The visa was approved, I think not up to a month, because I think she said they asked her for one thing or the other. Then after she submitted that thing, I think some days later they approved her visa. That was how I saved her from paying another 1.2 million naira for another month. So that is what many people don't understand. They are not expecting you not to touch that money. You will touch the money because you are using money is meant to be used. But the thing is, your cash inflow and outflow, how is it? Can they trace how you got that money? Can you prove to them that you did not just steal the money from somewhere and put it in your account? Can you prove to them that yes, I'm working, and as I am working, I am earning, and that's how I've been able to raise this money. I am doing business, I'm running a business, and that's how I've been able to come about this money. But you know, you're just putting money in your account, no means, you cannot show, you cannot prove to them that this is how you got your money, this is how you came about this money. There's no active account, your account is not active, there's no cash inflow, outflow, like it's not, your account is not so active. Those are the things they look at. Now, another thing some people do, you know, they will put this money in their accounts. Maybe they took the money for a loan, then immediately they submit the application. They will tell the banker or whoever to withdraw the money, or they will refund the money because they feel they've printed out their statement of account. There's something many of you don't know, that when they pick up your application, you know, even you see, if you check your application, you see they'll say, we are doing background check. We are doing background check. They really do this background check. They are checking, they want to see who they want to bring into their country. So now what you don't know is, when it comes to that, your proof of fund and your statement of account, despite the fact that you have printed out a statement of account showing your proof of fund and showing your account history, and you have submitted, you know, and you're just waiting for the approval of your visa, while the immigration officer, whoever picks up your application, that is handling your application, while they are working on it, many of you don't know that they will still communicate with your bank to confirm what you have submitted. That is what many people don't know. I remember somebody was saying, somebody was telling her that, don't worry, we are the ones that they contact when they want to check your proof of fund. Who told you they will contact your branch? Or who told you they will contact the branch where you have someone that you know? They can contact, you understand? And they will check. You might submit. So most people, what they do is, immediately they print out that statement of account, they will remove the money and refund it back to, or they just remove the money. They will still check to see, and you can't tell when they will check. Nobody knows when they check. So that is why you have to be careful in this aspect of proof of funds, statement of account. Ensure your account is already active before you submit your application. Build your account. Make that account active. Whatever account you want, don't use a brand new account. Use an existing account. If you're a business person, submit your business account statement. If you're someone who is employed in an organization, submit your salary account, then you can attach any other account you have. It shows, it shows the authenticity of what you're submitting. It makes what you're submitting authentic, look authentic. I told you in the previous video that, proof, evidence. When you say something and you have the evidence to back what you're saying up, you're good to go. But when you say something and you don't even have anything to back up what you're saying, the evidence you think you have is not well grounded, then don't expect a miracle to just happen like that. You understand? And put in the right funds and make the account active. They're not saying keep your money stagnant. You understand? If you're a business person and you feel, oh, the money you are presenting is part of the money you're using to keep running your business, just keep running the business. You understand? So try to build your account. Make sure your account is very active. And anytime I will advise you, there's an advice I would like to give you. When people are sending money to you, let them put a good description. When you're making a transfer from your local account, where you put description, okay, for this, for that. Let them put a good description. It matters a lot. That's another thing that matters. So let whoever that is sending money to you put a good description. You understand? And when you're sending out to put a good description, it matters a lot in your fund. So before you apply for any visa, like let's use this Canada visa as an example, especially Canada visa, make sure after you having your international passport, make sure your account is active. If your account has never been active, start working on it before you even submit the application. Work on it for at least like 3 months. You understand? Before you now start submitting, and while you are still working on your application, keep making it active. Even after you've submitted your application, let your account be active. Don't say, I've already put in the money they need, so it's there, and nothing is happening in your account. Make it active. Let it be functioning. Cash inflow, outflow you get. So make it active. It matters a lot. It really matters a lot. And you print out your 6 month statement. Yes, sometimes you'll say 4 months. Print out a 6 month statement, okay? Print out a 6 month statement. And when you do these things, you're sure of, I'm not saying an approval, because there are other places, areas you can make mistakes. Your statement of account can be very good at that aspect. There are many other areas which I'll still talk about. Once you can do all these things, you're sure of getting a visa. Honestly, if you can do these things correctly, you're sure of getting your visa. So please work on your account. Make sure that your cash inflow, cash outflow is very, very good, and you submit it. Now, you're saying you have $10,000 set aside for your trip, and now what is in your account is showing $6,000. That's contradictory. It's better you say you have $10,000 set aside for the trip, and they're saying $20,000. That's good. That's good. Not whatever amount you have should not be below what you have declared in your statement of purpose. Another thing I would like to bring to your knowledge is, in your statement of purpose, try to make mention of your family, your nuclear family, just your immediate family. Make mention of your family name, your siblings. You get what I'm saying? Another thing I would like you to know is, you see, Canadian immigration process. Let's assume you apply for a study visa, from study, you transition to being a permanent, getting your postgraduate work permit, then processing your permanent residency before you now say you're becoming a citizen. While you're doing this transitioning, whatever you must have said in your statement of purpose, or there are some forms that are being filled that you attach to the documents. You download the form from the website. Whatever you declare, whatever you say and you put out on those forms, whatever claim you make, stand by it till you are done with your entire transitioning from being a student to a permanent resident to a citizen. Whatever you say from the beginning of your application, except you're just coming to Canada for visa, you're going and coming, you don't intend to stay, you understand? Whatever you declare, you understand? Just hold on to whatever you have said. Maintain whatever information you have put out there. Because if you say something now, and now you are now residing in Canada, you now want to transition to another, you want to change your status again, you now say something else, just know they have that thing you said, they have it in record. Yes. So whatever you're putting out, I always advise anybody, be truthful in your application. Don't try to lie. I always advise anybody, be truthful, be straightforward, be truthful. You understand? Because sometimes when you lie, by the time you want to do another one, you've forgotten the first lie you told. But when you have said the truth, you still maintain that thing. So when you're doing your application, you're applying, be truthful, be straightforward in your application. And always have a record of everything you have said, everything you have claimed, everything you have put out. Always have a record, remember them, so that when you transition, when you're changing your status, you still maintain the same stand and not changing things, you get. For example, let me say something like now, like something like travel history. You know, there's a part that will ask you, have you ever been denied a visa? You now say no. And whereas you once applied for one visa somewhere and they denied you, you now say you did not declare that. Don't think they won't know. You know, I told you background check. When they tell you they are doing background check, they mean it. They are not lying. They are not bluffing. They are really doing a background check on you, and that includes your travel history. If you have ever been denied any visa, many people have missed it because they did not declare that they were once denied maybe Turkish visa, they were once denied Dubai visa, they were once denied maybe Schengen visa. If you've ever been denied visa, put it there. There's a part where they ask that question. Yes, I've been denied. For what reason? Okay, this is the reason. No, I don't know the reason. You get what I'm saying? So just declare it. That's why I say you have to be straightforward. You have to be truthful, because whatever you say will work against you if you're not saying the truth. You understand? So try to maintain and stand by whatever you have said, and before you put out that information, think well. You understand? Because they work based on what you have put out. You know, when some people are applying, doing their PR, you know, when they were first coming to Canada, they said they are this, they were once working as this. Then when they are changing to PR, they will claim something else. Now it's not tallying. That's why some people get rejected. Then you go and start the application again. So if there's something I would advise you, always maintain and stand by whatever you have declared, whatever you have said initially. You understand? That's why you have to think about it before you put out anything. So for your statement of purpose, your proof of fund is an evidence to show you have that amount of money, and statement of account is the history of your account for a period of time. So those are two different things in one box. So like I told you, work on your account, build your account. Don't submit fake statement of account. If you do that and they know you submitted a fake document, Canada can bounce you, not just reject your application, they can restrict you from applying for Canadian visa for the next 5 years. So you cannot even reapply after they have rejected your visa. That is one of the penalty for submitting fake documents, and that's why I will tell anyone the truth, that whatever document you're submitting, make sure it's a legit document. Don't go and fake anything. Make sure it's a legit document. It's not fake. Because if you submit a fake document, apart from them rejecting your visa, there's a penalty for it. You might be banned from applying for Canadian visa for the next 5 years. And you know, even after 5 years when you reapply, because of that thing you did, they will put eye on you. They will really monitor your application. They have to check. So they will make sure they are checking seriously, like the type of check, thorough checking they will do for you, you understand, will be very, very different. That any little mistake, they might bounce you. So that's why you have to be careful, you have to be truthful, you have to be straightforward, you have to submit legit documents. All right. So guys, we have talked about the proof of fund, the statement of account, and I have shed light on how this thing works and the errors people make and the reason why most of them get rejected. It's not just about putting money, it's about your account history, it's about your cash inflow and outflow. And I've told you, you don't need to hold yourself, tie yourself down because the immigration officer is not expecting you not to use your money. You keep using your money, just make sure that account is active and that amount you're using, you know, still reflects the amount or more than the amount you claim you have. But then again, they don't expect you to make that money stagnant. You have to transact, you have to do business. All right guys, I will be uploading more videos. So don't go anywhere. Stick with me and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends, your family, those who intend to travel and have been bothered about how to go about it, or those who have been rejected, who have lost confidence in reapplying. Don't worry, by the time you follow series of my videos and you watch some of the things I'll be putting out, most of the videos I'll be putting out, honestly, it will help build your confidence back and you'll be able to get that visa. Okay? All right guys, thank you. Bye.